Les Saisons. L'été cruel. A Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction by Feathered Keys. Chapter 1. Plus doux que la fiction. Part 1. Why do I do this to myself? The moment I told Alia I'd be more than happy to fix her mother's old wedding dress to suit her modern tastes, I knew I'd be committing myself to several weeks of churning my stomach. And yet, here I sit amongst the satin and the organza and the white. Oh, the freaking white. And this stupid sketch on the desk in front of me, blinding me with how it lies there, reflecting the harsh sunlight. One thing is for sure, I am never getting married. Marinette, don't think about it. Don't picture what the lace appliques would look like trailing on the aisle. Don't imagine the sound of La Fienne Rose floating from the piano and ringing through the church. And don't you dare think about those green eyes as they capture the first glimpse of their bride in this dress. This damn dress. Marinette, I have half a mind to tear the page to bits and toss it, along with all the fabric, out the window and let it get covered in the dirt and tire tracks of the busy street below, the very street that likely several brides who don't even live in this country are traveling on now in hopes of the perfect Paris backdrop to their perfect photos to eternalize their perfect days, only to start completely imperfect lives together as if happily ever after even Marinette! Huh? I blink away my inner turmoil as I face the fairy-like creature hovering a few inches from my shoulder. You are humming again, Tiki remarks, her wide eyes full of concern. After spending the last decade always at my side, she knows me better than anyone, a fact that's both comforting and annoying enough that I sometimes wish I could put the red Kwame back in the box from which she came. Are you sure you want to be doing this? I sigh, brushing my long hair out of my face. It's for Alia. What kind of friend would I be if I didn't help her with her dress? She deserves her wedding to be exactly as she pictures it, my own misgivings about marriage aside. The Kwame perches herself atop my knee, her tiny arms crossed in front of her. Marinette, you shouldn't be working yourself up so much about this. You'll get to marry him. I don't want to marry him. With an exaggerated huff, I pull my gaze to the mannequin adorned in the old puffy ball gown. I just need to focus on finishing this dress and stopping Hawkmoth. The door bursts open to reveal my roommate, who has her eyes concentrated on her phone screen. Tiki rushes to conceal herself in the curtains. Oh my gosh, the floor is canceled. Alia throws herself belly first onto my bed, her brown legs kicking behind her. Where am I going to find one who is available on such short notice? I hurry to put away the evidence of my earlier musings. Pulling up a random design on my iPad, I swivel the chair back in her direction. I don't know, have you tried the one on Rue Claire? Crap, what's it called? Les Fleureries? Yep, their calendar is full through February. February? I choke on the word. You're kidding. I wish, she says, sitting up. Her hazel eyes sparkle behind her glasses, caught by her mother's gown. Oh, were you working on my dress? That simple question is all the prompting that my brain needs to welcome another intrusive vision of motherly fingers doing up a long line of silky buttons. I chase it away with a shake of my head. Mama will pass long before I grant her and Papa the opportunity to give me away. Something like that, I say. Restlessness takes over Alia, whose bare feet now wear a rut in my carpet. She lets out a groan. Ugh, I should have eloped. This is all so much. We still haven't finalized the cake with your dad. People aren't sending their RSVPs, so the seating chart is nowhere near complete. I can't decide if I want the centerpieces to have lavender or lilacs, which at this point I might get neither. And not to mention, Nino and I can't agree on what food should be served. Don't you have a wedding planner for all of this? I ask through gritted teeth, attempting a casual posture by leaning back in my chair. I mean, not that I don't want to help, but weddings aren't my thing. Another frustrated groan escapes her as she approaches me. Yeah, I've got one. But the only thing she's managed so far is to hire a pianist for the ceremony. And I swear, if he cancels too, she's not getting a positive review from me. Ooh, what's this? Before I can react, she snatches up my iPad and looks at it with a renewed mischief in her eyes. Oh, yeah, give it back, please. I follow my friend as she marches across the room, holding the tablet out of my reach. Though I may be several centimeters taller, she is much less clumsy, leaving me stumbling after her. Mari, when are you going to actually submit these designs to like Dior or something? They're gorgeous. I scoff. Dior, as if. My plan is to catch the eye of some wealthy investors who will want to help me launch my own brand for 100,000 euros at 3%. I know. Alia finally hands over my precious tablet, and I hug it to my chest protectively. But come on, you know that's not realistic. The shrug of my shoulders says otherwise. I just haven't found the right people yet. But get this, I bought a ticket to the Haute Couture Gala. Think about all the potential investors who will be there seeing me wear. I swipe through a few pages on the iPad and hold the screen out for her to see. This! Her gaze sweeps over the familiar design. Ah, the butterfly dress. Good choice, but rosy colors do more for your eyes. Really makes the blue pop. The Akuma dress, I say, ignoring her critique. Because you can't fear something if you don't let it control you. Right. She gives a roll of her eyes. Because you're so proud of being what? The only person in the city who's never been akumatized? Probably not the only one, I mutter. She may as well have slapped me. It's one of my best designs. You're right, Alia says, checking her phone, only to return it to her pocket. And other than the wealthy investors at the party, I hear lots of top designers will be there. Givenchy, Chanel, Louis V, Agreste. Ugh, don't remind me, I say, returning the tablet to my desk. I thought you loved Agreste. I do. And now I'm the one pacing. But if Gabriel is there, Adrien will be there too. And Bourgeois is likely to be there as well. Ugh! I cringe at the idea of having to face the two snobs who made my teenage years less than pleasant. The hint at Chloe, the heiress of bourgeois couturier, makes Alia shudder as well. Girl, all I'm saying is it might benefit you to make a good impression on those designers. We got word at the news station that Agreste fired one of their stylists. Maybe you could get hired on. She attempts to make herself taller as she says this, blocking me in my mindless back and forth. But I don't need to work for another designer. I need someone to believe in my work enough to invest in it. My head hurts. Weddings and careers and akumas. From the window, I can make out the silhouette of Tiki's antennae peeking around the curtain. It's comforting to know I'm not the only one who can see all of my emotions as they swirl around the bedroom. When I plop down my bed, Alia doesn't hesitate to copy me. Would it hurt to at least email them your portfolio? I don't know. A brief silence falls on the room, but then our phones erupt with alarms. Speaking of Akumas, I spring to my feet with a squeal. Oh no! Another akumatized victim! You better hurry if you want to get to the scene. Wouldn't want to miss the opportunity to report on it now, would you? Dragging my roommate to the door, I encourage her to leave so I will have the privacy necessary to confront the problem. There's a resistance as I push on the door to close. Through the gap, my best friend gives me a familiar look of concern, her arm outstretched against the door. Are you okay, Marinette? Me? I ask, struggling for a balance between calm and collected and impatient. I'm great! Never better. Now, go get the scoop before it's too late, but be careful out there. Bye! Using the full weight of my body, I forced the door closed. And there's my Kwame, already at my side, ready for ready as ever for the battle that awaits us. With a deep breath and a glimpse over at the gown, thankful for the distraction from my tornado of emotions, I say, Tiki, transform me. Thank you so much for listening to the first part of this chapter of Brave les Saisons, L'été cruel. This story is the first part of a 4-part series that I will be publishing over the next couple of years. And this story is also on my AO3 under Feathered Keys. If you want to read ahead, I am just posting here so that if anyone would prefer to listen to the story, they have that option as well. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next time.